Okay. So we all know that like drinking water is good for you.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things you hear all the time.
Right.
But have you ever stopped to think about like,
Ah.
why? What's the big deal with hydration anyway?
Mm.
That's exactly what we're diving into today.
Okay.
We're going to go deeper than just like those 8 glasses a day thing
Right.
and uncover some like really surprising stuff about how hydration affects your body and your mind.
Interesting.
Our main source for this deep dive is this paper called
Okay.
The Role of Hydration in Overall Health.
Makes sense. And,
It's amazing how much we kind of take water for granted.
oh, totally.
You know, we just like
Yeah.
grab a glass when we're thirsty and think that's it.
Exactly.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
It's not always the best indicator.
Really?
Like by the time you actually feel thirsty,
Uh-huh.
you might actually already be a little bit dehydrated.
No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I had no idea.
And even mild dehydration can like really mess with you.
It can
Like how?
it can make you feel sluggish and tired, give you headaches, even make you kind of grumpy.
Wait a second. Are you saying
Yeah.
that when I'm reaching for that like
Mm-hmm.
second cup of coffee in the afternoon,
Yep.
it could actually be my body screaming for water?
It's possible.
Wow, that's mind-blowing.
It is.
Okay, but I gotta say,
Yeah.
like, I get that water's important and all that,
Right.
but it's involved in like so many things in the body.
So many things. Yeah.
How can we really know
Yeah.
what effects are specifically from like
Yeah.
good hydration?
Well, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Water is like everywhere in our system.
Right.
But that's kind of what makes it so essential.
Okay.
It's like the oil in a car.
Ah,
It keeps everything running smoothly.
okay, that's a good analogy.
So, for example,
Ah.
did you know that not drinking enough water can actually make you feel bloated?
Wait, what?
Yeah, it sounds counterintuitive. But without enough water,
Yeah.
your digestive system just can't break down food as well.
Huh. Okay, so it's like backing things up in there.
Exactly.
Wow, I never even thought about that connection.
It's wild.
So besides digestion,
Mm.
what other benefits are there to like really staying hydrated?
Well, think about what you need to be like at your best.
Uh-huh.
Focus energy.
Right.
Even just like regulating your temperature on a hot day or during a workout.
Okay.
All of those things depend on being properly hydrated.
So you're saying if I'm dehydrated,
Mm,
it's going to be harder to concentrate.
absolutely.
Oh man, that explains a lot.
I know, right?
Right.
It can really affect your performance.
Okay, so speaking of how much water we need,
Hmm.
like I've always heard about that 8 glasses a day rule.
Right. The classic.
Is there any truth to that or is it just a myth?
Well, it's a good starting point, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
definitely not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing.
Right, of course.
Think about it. Someone training for a marathon in like Arizona is going to need way more water than someone working at a desk in like Alaska.
True.
So it really comes down to listening to your body,
No.
paying attention to those subtle signs of dehydration we talked about,
Hi.
and factoring in your activity level and environment.
Makes sense. So like practically speaking,
Yeah.
what are some ways that we can make sure we're staying hydrated?
Well, one of the easiest things is
Yep.
just carrying a reusable water bottle with you.
Oh, that's smart.
A visual reminder to drink throughout the day.
Totally.
You can also set reminders on your phone,
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
or even use one of those apps that track your water intake.
I've seen those.
And don't forget about hydrating foods.
Oh, right.
Things like watermelon, cucumber, spinach, they
Yeah.
all count towards your fluid intake.
Okay, so it's not just about like chugging water
Yep.
when you're already thirsty.
It's more about
Yeah.
making it a consistent habit.
And being mindful.
Exactly.
Love it. Okay, so to wrap things up, we've learned that staying hydrated is about way more
Yeah.
than just quenching your thirst.
Absolutely.
It can seriously impact
It can.
everything from our energy levels
Yes.
to our digestion,
Uh-huh.
even our mood.
It's true.
So it's worth paying attention to.
Definitely.
And here's something to think about.
Okay.
If even mild dehydration can have all these effects,
Right.
what happens when we make hydration a priority, like consistently over time?
Interesting question.
Could it be a key to feeling
Yeah.
more energized,
Possibly.
more focused,
Could be.
maybe even healthier overall?
It's something to consider.
That's a really great point.
I think so.
And something I'm definitely going to be more mindful of.
Me too.
So to all our listeners out there,
Yeah.
we encourage you to like tune into your own hydration habits.
Good advice.
Experiment. Find what works for you.
Exactly.
And see what kind of difference it makes.
I think you'll be surprised.
Until next time, stay curious and stay